What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make epic Igorr sort of sounds. Get a break, you know, chop it up, make it real transity, the sort of Ruby My Dear sound. It's really easy. Basically what you want to do, get a break. I've got one in here. If we just reset this device. Can I reset it? I don't even know. Basically, what you want to do, you love your break. I've already put some, I've just put a transient shaper and a limiter on it. I'm just recording this again because I took so long in the last one. Full speed, a little bit of attack, down on the sustain, and the limiter is just like, I've just juiced it up till it hits like, you know, with the 1 mark, because that's what I go off because I'm dumb. The break sounded like this. You know, and it's way too splashy washy for my liking. I like little prickly things. I just did some pitch autos. I just literally spam my mouse everywhere like this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do. This is a really good way to get like some creative, cool fills. So basically all I've done with this, I just did it before, so I'll just explain it, 2 seconds. They're all like up by default, however they look. Turn them all down, it's the best way. You can put this at 0 if you want, but we're gonna be changing things around in a second. If you need to add a marker, I think it's M or something, you just double click somewhere, press M. If your loop doesn't line up perfectly, but they normally just should. You just right click like one of these and click open in SliceX channel, and it will bring up this exactly how I've got it here. And then yeah, so turn everything down, and so you won't hear any volume now. But as we increase some things, you can start to get those really like Ruby My Dear sort of sounds, you know? What's that one song with Igorr, Ruby My Dear? Figure Foley. I'm not gonna be adding effects today, because I'm just doing a little quickie. And I don't really know the effects, so I can't really pass that information on. I'll get back to you. I know it roughly, they're like flanges, things like that. But basically, once you get your break like this, you can just keep making alterations. It's a really good way to get a pump out like a bunch of things with like little to no effort. I'm gonna add a bit more release. That's sounding great. All right, now you want to get it down. You can see I've done this before, as mentioned. I'm just going to double click and drag left. And then you just do Control Alt C. And you might have to copy these settings if you don't have them already. I just have insert effects on because I don't want to add in like insert effects again. I'll put it on a new channel and use that channel again when I resample. But if you do want to make changes up, like for some reason, you just render it again. Or you can just turn this off and put it back on the same channel. But yeah, anyway, start, boom, I've cut remainder on. I think it's just the one that doesn't annoy the shit out of me every time. We're just going to double click on this. I think you can even right click up here and open with. Can you? No, you can't. Okay, so double click here, right click, and then open in Fruity Granulizer. And then we're just going to go and we're just going to put a C5 note down. We can do any note. Right now, by default, it'll be mapped to pitch. So we're just going to put a C5. Bang. I'll just run it, I'll do something like this. And basically, you're just going to get, just keep playing it over and over, and just keep playing around. And what I like to do is just open up Edison. And then we're just going to record everything into Edison. And then just start, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start twisting knobs. So wave spacing, how fast it goes through the waves. Like, when do these chops? This is how much it's chopped. Like the grains. The grains are just sliced up samples. And this is how fast it moves through. Or reverse the sample. So you'll see as I do this, it'll start playing in reverse. And then if I, you know, say I'd put it just at normal, which is 100%, and I turn the grains down, it'll get more gated sounding. Actually, I fucked up. I went the wrong way. Sorry. Obviously, right, more. Makes more sense. You can see the percentage up here anyway, as I turn it. So if you do this and start reversing it, you can get some really cool noises. Attack. I normally have attack like off, but it's really low. It's 38 milliseconds right now. How long it holds each grain. So this will just add another level of just like choppiness. This is basically your like attack release settings. Attack decay, ADSR, whatever. And this is how like a lot of those breakcore producers are just doing like simple stuff like this, and like people love it. I mean, I love it. Now effects, this is where I don't really know what the fuck is going on. Depth just makes it more cooked. This makes it more cooked. You could also make it to snap to things like region, and detect like the transients. So I don't usually play around with this too much. This is a start time, so if you're doing vocals, you can pull it up to where the sample starts, so there's a little bit of silence beforehand. But yeah, if I start turning this up. But that's pretty much the gist of it. So you do a lot of those crazy effects. Add on things like ring moderators are really cool. Flanges, phasers on your breaks. And then, you know, record it like this in Edison. Stop recording. Bang, dump. If you've got a shit PC, you just, you know, delete Edison afterwards. You've got the file already. You don't really need it anymore. And you can just do things like literally just chop up random parts using C. Cut. And, you know, you can just add in... This is probably not going to be a boring one because it was at the start. But, like... Bang. I usually just, like, chop them all close together. You can use S to slide. So, ready? Bang. You can just chop them, and that way you've got them there. Just roughly, you know. They're not as far apart where, like, when you're playing around. And then, yeah, you can make some cool little patterns. Like, just start throwing random bits in. But you treat it as, like, as if it's a, you know, a... What's those things called? Where they go in order? A tracker. I got carried away there for about 10 minutes playing around with this break. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I mean, just keep fucking around for ages and record shit in Edison and yeah, pump it out. See how you go. Thanks for watching again. Big ups. Bomba Clot.